Hello everyone, I Saurabh Singla welcome you all in the YouTube channel of Swami Vivekanand Public School. After a week holiday, this is our first session, so let us revise what we have learned in the previous videos. So let's start. In previous videos, we learned about the chapter a pair of linear equation in two variables. In this chapter, we learn about what is a linear equation, how we can solve a pair of linear equation with two variable, and in solution, we learn about some methods. We learn about the graphical method, we learn about substitution method, we learn about elimination method. Now we have one new method which is most important, and generally this method comes in board exam. So the name of that method is cross multiplication method. So the question is how we can solve a cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method. Let us take an example. Let the general equation of a linear equation in two variable is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. We get this equation by making the right hand side 0. Now in rough word you all have to write 2, 3, 1, 2. 2 mean to say the coefficient of second column. Here the coefficient of second column is b1 and b2. So we will write here b1 and b2. After that we will write the coefficient of third column c1 and c2. Then we will write a1 and a2. After that b1 and b2 again. Is this clear? Now I am going to erase the equation as the space is less here. So I erase it. Till now it is clear. Now what we have to do? We have to find the value of x and y. X, y. How? This is our rough word. Now let us start. In fair word we have to write x upon में this, y upon में this is equal to 1 upon में this line. Now x upon में b1 multiply by c2. Here we write b1 c2 minus b2 multiply by c1. b2 multiply by c1. Again 3 and 1. In 3 and 1 c1 multiply by a2. c1 a2 minus c2 a1. Now third we get a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the general form of solution of cross multiplication method. Now let's move to question. In cross multiplication method, what we have to do? We have to solve this equation by cross multiplication method. We have equation x minus 3y minus 3 is equal to 0, and our second equation is 3x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. X upon में this, y upon में this, z1 upon में this. This is the general form which we derived earlier. I told you how we can find it. 2, 3, 1, 2. By 2, 3, 1, 2 we can find this. Now with the help of this we have to find this. It is difficult for us to remember this. So we will not remember this. We will remember just 2, 3, 1, 2, and with the help of this we will derive this. So let us start. What we have done? We have write b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, b1, b2. It is 2, it is 3, it is 1, it is again 2. Now put the value. b1 is minus 3, b2 is minus 6, c1 is minus 3, here here c2 is minus 12. In this way we can find the value of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. Now by cross multiplication, minus 3 multiplied by minus 12, what we get? Minus 3 multiplied by minus 12 we get 36, minus 6 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to plus 18. Minus 18, 36 minus 18 is equal to 18. Therefore x upon में 18. In the same way we get minus 3 multiplied by 3 which is minus 9, minus 12 multiplied by 1 is equal to minus 12. So y upon में we get 3. In the same way we get 1 upon में 1 multiplied by 6 minus 6 multiplied by 3 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to minus 9. Minus 6 minus of minus 9 simply 3. So we get x upon में 18 is equal to y upon में 3 is equal to z upon में 1. Now compare the first and last term. If we compare these two terms, x by 18 is equal to 1 by 3. So what we get? X is equal to 6. In the same way, if we compare these two equations, we get y is equal to 1. Now I hope this method is clear to you. Let's move further. Second question. For this equation, first of all, transpose this equation, we get 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0, and second equation is 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. Now this is our equation, this is our formula. Put the value of x, y, z, put the value of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2, and after putting the value we get this. Now compare first and last term, we get x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. Hence we get the value of x and y. Students, we can solve this equation by any of the above method, but if the examiner asks you to solve this by cross multiplication method, then it is necessary for us to solve it by this method. Now it is next equation. Right hand side is already 0, therefore first step is already done. Second step is 2 3 2 3 1 2. What is 2 here? 2 mean to say the coefficient of second column, which is 3, minus 3 and minus 3. Then we get minus 7, minus 15. After that we get 1 and 3. After that we again have 3 and minus 3. Now this minus 3 multiplied by 15, 45, plus 45 minus 21. What we get? 24. Similarly we get y upon में minus 6 and 1 upon में 6. If we get this, compare first and last term, we get x is equal to 4, and compare middle two terms, we get y is equal to minus 1. Hence we get x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 1. Next question. First step is transpose this equation. Done. Second step is use 2 3 1 2 method. After that, on comparing, we get x upon में minus 2 is equal to y upon में 5 is equal to 1 upon में 1. Now if we compare these values, first and last value we compare, we get x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. Next question. This is our next question. Now it is a word problem. First of all, we have to solve the word problem. After that we can solve it. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends upon the number of days you have taken the mess food. You have to pay a fixed amount if you are living in a hostel, and you have to pay the charges of food eaten by you. Now let us suppose that the fixed charges for that hostel is X rupees and the fixed charges for food per day is Y rupees. So according to statement, if a student A takes 20-day food, how much money he will pay? 1000 rupees. So we get fixed charges X plus money paid by a student for 20 days is 20Y is equal to 1000. This is our first equation. Now we have a second student who take food for 26 days and pay 1180. So our second equation is x plus 26y is equal to 1180. Now if we get these two equations, we can solve this equation by any of the method. Here comment below by which method I am solving this equation, which method is used here. either it is an elimination method or substitution method, because obviously it is not a cross multiplication method. So comment below which method is this. And student, note all the methods in your notebook. If you have any doubt, consult to your class teacher and hit like button to this video. This is the efforts of your teacher, and your like gives motivation to us. So in every video, whichever you seen in our YouTube channel, hit like button. Let's move further. This is our equation. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when b is added to its denominator. Sorry, b ni it's 8. Now let the fraction is x upon may y. It means that the numerator of x and denominator is y. According to question, it becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. If we subtract 1 from the numerator, x minus 1 upon my y is equal to 1 by 3. So we get 3x minus y is equal to 3. Second equation, it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to the denominator. So we add 8 in the denominator and we get x upon may y plus 8 is equal to 1 by 4. It means that 4x minus y is equal to 8. Now we get these two equations and we can solve this equation by any of the above method. Here what we have done, here the coefficient of y is same, so we use the elimination method to solve it. By subtracting the equations, we get x is equal to 5. Now put the value of x is equal to 5 in any of the above equation, we get the value of y. In this way we get the value of x and y. But our question is, what is the fraction? So the fraction is x upon may y. So the fraction is 5 by 12, which is our answer. Now let's move. Next question. A student score 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. It means that this is the examination in which we have negative marking. We have 4 marks has been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks has been deducted for each incorrect answer. Then Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? Let the number of questions in the test is, let us leave this question. Let us suppose that let the total number of right questions done by Yash is x and total number of wrong questions done by Yash is y. So if for each right question 3 marks is given to him, so he get 3x marks, and for each wrong question 1 marks is deducted. It means that for y wrong question y marks is deducted. So our equation becomes 3x minus y is equal to 40. Had 4 marks been awarded, it means that the examiner is saying about the conditional statement that अगर ये हो जाता, if 4 marks is awarded for each right answer, अगर हर राइट आंसर के लिए 4 मार्क्स अवॉर्ड होते और हर रॉन्ग आंसर के लिए 1 मार्क्स अवॉर्ड होता, देन द यश विल गेट 50 मार्क्स. इट मीन्स दैट our next statement is 4x minus 2y is equal to 50. Now if we get these two equations, now solve these two equations and get our answer. The number of right answer given by Yash is 15 and number of wrong answer given by Yash is 5. But our question is how many questions are there in the test? Obviously Yash has marked each and every question. It means that the total number of right answer is 15, total number of wrong answer is 5. Therefore the total number of questions in the examination is 15 plus 5, 20. Getting this point? This is complete question. If you do not write this step 20 marks, it means that you will not get full marks in board examination. Okay, now yes, we have a question. Two places A and B are 100 km apart. Let's suppose that we have two places. This is A, this is B, and the distance between these two places is 100 km apart. ठीक है, we have two cars which are going to be start from place A and B in same time. If the cars are moved in same direction, they will meet in 5 hours. If A is moving in this direction and car B is moving in this direction, they will meet. Let us suppose that they will meet at this place and they will meet after 5 hours. Now when they will meet when the speed of car A is more than the speed of car B. So let us suppose that the speed of first car is u kilometer per hour and the speed of second car is v kilometer per hour. It is obvious that u is greater than v. If it is not, then it is not possible that A and B car will meet. So u is greater than v, it is obvious. Now if the cars are moving in the same direction, then their relative speed will be subtracted. What I am saying, I am using the word relative speed. How they are going to be in reverse opposite direction, the relative speed is going to be add. If A is moving in this direction and B is moving in this direction, then our relative speed is going to be add. First point. Second point, distance is equal to speed into time. Now back to our question. They meet in 5 hours if they moving in same direction. If they moving in same direction, the speed is going to be subtract u minus v. Time is 5, distance is 100. So distance 100 is equal to speed u minus v, time 5. 5 is equal to 5 multiplied by u minus v is equal to 100. So we get u minus v is equal to 20. Second part, if they move towards each other, they will meet in 1 hour. If they move towards each other, it means that speed is going to be add. Now their relative speed is u plus v, time is 1 hour. So we get u plus v is equal to 100. Now we get two equations. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Now on solving, how? We have three methods to solve it. You can use any of the above method to solve it. We get u is equal to 60 km per hour and v is equal to 40 km per hour. Okay. This is our question, and what we have to find? We have to find the value of A and B. So A and B mean to say the speed of car first and the speed of car second. The speed of car first is 60 km per hour and the speed of car second is 40 km per hour. Now our last question for today. The area of rectangle get reduced by 6 square unit if the length is reduced by 5 unit and the breadth is increased by 3 unit. Let the length be x unit and the breadth is y unit. So the area is xy square unit. According to our question, if length is reduced by 5, therefore length is x minus 5, breadth is increased by 3, so the breadth is y minus 3. If we multiply it, we get the area of rectangle which is 9 unit less than the original one. So we get it is xy minus 9. So on solving this equation, we get 3x minus 5y minus 6 is equal to 0. Now our second condition, if we increase the length by 3 unit and the breadth by 2 unit, if the length is increased by 3 unit, it means that we get x plus 3, breadth is increased by 2 unit, so we get y plus 2. If the length is increased, breadth is increased, then it is obvious that the area will increase, and the area is increased by 67 unit. Okay. Now by this we get our two equations. Our two equations are equation number 1, equation number 2. We solve these two equations by cross multiplication method and we get x is equal to 17 and y is equal to 9. So the length of the rectangle is 17 unit and the breadth of the rectangle is 9 unit. Okay. Now thank you students. Be at your home. Be safe. Study hard. This is Saurabh Sinla signing off. Thank you.